At this point, America isn't even a country anymore. It's a stress factory.
You know what? I'm going to break character for this because I am so tired of the American working game.
Living in America right now feels like a punishment.
I am literally on the cusp of really just giving the fuck up. I'm so exhausted.
Ladies and genitals, let's stop pretending that Americans are, quote unquote, just tired, right? We are not tired. We are literally being run into the ground. Like, I don't think that us humans are supposed to be working like this. And the wildest part, we're told to treat burnout like a personal issue or a personal problem. Like it's some kind of mindset issue. Like we just need a better morning routine or a cleaner diet or even like a more aesthetic planner, right? No, people are exhausted because the system is extractive. We live in a culture that takes as much as it can from you. Your time, your attention, your energy, your creativity, and then they'll gaslight you into thinking that you're the problem when you can't even keep up. Work harder, hustle more, side hustle, optimize your sleep, optimize your focus, optimize your body, and optimize your personality. Like, we just have to monetize and optimize everything nowadays. At what point does a human being stop being a person and start being a product? Like, are we not allowed to just exist? We have to be, quote unquote, useful out here. That's what they say, right? We have to be useful, profitable, marketable, and if you're resting, you're, quote unquote, falling behind. If you're not monetizing your hobbies, you're wasting potential. And if you're not grinding, then that means you're unmotivated. This isn't motivation culture we're talking about here. This is exploitation culture with just better branding. And let's talk about the lie we keep telling people. If you work hard enough, you'll be fine, man. You're gonna make it, guys. That promise is literally collapsing in real time. People are working full time and still cannot afford their rent. People have degrees and they're drowning in debt. People have doctorate degrees and they're working at Amazon. People do everything that they were told to do. They will do everything right, follow the right path, go to school, work hard, be responsible, and then the finish line just keeps on moving further and further. They keep moving the goalpost. So yeah, people are indeed burnt out. I ain't gonna lie to you, because the math just does not work anymore. And then we wonder why mental health is in crisis, why anxiety is normal, why is depression everywhere, why are people emotionally numb to everything. You can't meditate your way out of structural pressure, you can't journal your way out of a broken economic reality, and you can't even self-care your way out of a system that constantly demands more but gives less. And another thing too, self-care has become the duct tape that we have put over systematic problems, right? They say, take a bubble bath, light a candle, then get back on that machine tomorrow. That is not healing, ladies and gentlemen. That is maintenance for a system that is burning people to the ground. And here's the part that people don't want to admit either. A lot of success culture is just survivorship bias with a podcast mic. We parade the few who make it as proof of the system, quote unquote, working, while ignoring the millions who are doing the same exact work and are getting crushed always. So if you're exhausted, don't blame yourself, guys. Stop blaming yourself. You're not lazy, you're not weak, and you're not broken. You are reacting normally to an environment that treats burnout as collateral damage. The uncomfortable question is not, how do we make people more resilient? No, it's, why do we keep building a society that requires people to break themselves to survive? And until that changes, burnout is a bug in the system. It is the system working exactly as designed.
I am literally on the cusp of really just giving the fuck up. I'm so exhausted of pretending to be okay and then people still demanding me to be more, to be bigger, to be better for their own personal enjoyment, but not for my own mental fucking health. I find it very exhausting as a woman, as a black woman, as a queer black woman, to have to be everything for everybody. Women want me to be their best friend and confidant and their advice giver and leech all of my energy to bring them joy. Men want me to give them seduction. They want me to smile. They want me to only give the right answers and allow them to be in charge. Society wants me to shut up, go to work, be quiet, do as I'm told. My family wants me to be a support system, consistently giving all of myself as if I haven't become a completely new person since I've been an adult. My boss needs me to be attentive, detail-oriented, focused, as if the world around me isn't completely crumbling into shit and I don't have enough money to pay my goddamn bills or clean water to drink in some areas of America, and then we still have to just smile and pretend like everything's okay. I just have to give too much. It's too fucking much. And I'm really tired. I have this constant need for escapism because I'm trying to bleed out of the skin of capitalist, individualist society, but I am sucked back in because I'm forced to. And I'm really about to quit on y'all and leave this fucking place. I want to leave. I want to leave America. I want to leave corporate world. I want to leave the idea of how I should be a woman. I just want to be. I just want to be without any transcriptions of how I should be. Can I do that? Without any stipulations of anyone getting pissed about what I can and cannot do? That's what I want to do. And I'm about to do that shit and I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks.
So why are millennials burning out at record pace? Well, it's because y'all told us all we had to do was get the good grades and work really, really hard, and we too could have the American dream. But yet here we are in our mid to late 30s, still trying to pay off that student loan debt for the college degree that we no longer use. We can't afford to buy a house, let alone save for retirement. But the good news is we're not going to be able to retire anyway, so what's the point? And there's also this whole idea too that, like, you know, we are programmed to believe that our worth comes from our level of productivity, and so we've kind of created this subconscious addiction to stress. We wear stress as an honor badge to show off our enoughness and get the validation and approval from our parents and our coworkers in society. And even though we're making far more than our parents ever did at our age, somehow the cost of living still far exceeds the increase in wages. But between like late stage capitalism, alien invasions, and World War III, something's got to change pretty soon, right? So yeah, you know, we're a little bit tired, but luckily we've got our favorite vacation place that we go to. It's called Dissociation Nation, where we all come together and share our dark humor and sarcasm and 90s nostalgia as a way to, you know, get by.
So I had to completely stop working because of autistic burnout and because I was this close to not being on this planet anymore. Oh wow, that sucks. Do you know though that everyone has to work? Oh yeah, well I mean that's how people afford to like eat and stuff, so it's gonna be ramen every day for a while now. Okay, but when will you be working again? I don't know, I just got out of the hospital. You know, everybody doesn't like working sometimes. That's why you think all this happened, just because I didn't like it? You just gotta find something that makes you happy. No job will ever make me happy, because regardless of how easy or difficult it is perceived to be, I will always end up in a state of burnout. Okay, but like, what's your dream job? Anything that I will be forced to do for the rest of my life is a nightmare. You're just being dramatic. I can go to work every day and I'm doing fine. Okay, well I'm not fine. I'm doing really terribly, actually. I bet you're having fun sitting at home all day now though, huh? More like a constant state of anxiety, but thanks.
Younger Americans are experiencing what they call peak stress, and they're experiencing it earlier than anyone. A survey of 2,000 adults found most people burn out at around 42 years old. But for Gen Z and millennial adults, now the ages 18 to 44, the highest point of their stress happens much younger, at 25 years old.
Wow.
So when they were asked what's causing their burnout, most people said finances, followed by politics, work, and their physical health. 7 out of 10 agree that it'll only get more challenging to be an adult within the next 10 years.
People think, oh, these kids are so burned out, they're just lazy. It's like, no, they're working 40 hours a week, but at the end of the month, they have nothing to show for it. So if you're not making any progress and you look back 5 years and go, damn, I made $300,000 in the last 5 years, or I made $400,000 in the last 5 years, and I have nothing. If anything, I have $25,000 in debt. That's going to create burnout because you feel like you just put in 5 years of work and have nothing to show for it. And we still have people blaming them that, well, the reason you're broke is because of the coffee. It's like, no, it's the 25% inflation that we've faced that just destroyed people's spending power. It's the 30% increase in rent prices where people are spending 40% of their money on rent. You're still being taxed 20, 25, 30%. People just don't have any money. People aren't having kids. They're not being able to start families. People are struggling financially, fighting financially. Relationships are suffering. This is all decline in living standards. You realize millennials with degrees are living with roommates into their 30s, not having kids? How do you have a Thanksgiving in a 900 square foot apartment? How do you have a dog and go play in the backyard and make memories with your kids? I was living in an apartment complex just 2.5 years ago. Tons of kids. They may do, but they're all playing on the cement floors in the hallway because they don't have a yard. Because houses are $400,000. Humans are good at adapting, but there's a fine line between adapting and being taken advantage of, and I think we're being taken advantage of.
At this point.
But do anybody else feel like life is just a repetitive cycle? I literally feel like I do the same thing every single day. I get up, I make breakfast, take the kids to school, go to work, come home, sleep. And I do it every single day. Like, it's just a non-stop process. Like, I'm at the point where I'm so tired of chasing paper. I'm so tired of trying to figure out where I can make extra income, where I can make extra money. Like, I really feel like there's times where I just have not been able to enjoy life itself. I feel like every time I turn around, it's a bill that's due. And then for some odd reason, I never have enough funds to pay that bill. And then I gotta go chase money to pay that bill. I'm tired of paying fucking bills. And let's be real, hustling is one of the most tiringest things. Like, it's not fun. There's nothing fun about the grind. Can we stop pretending like grinding is just so fun? It is the most annoying, miserable thing ever. Like, I am so tired of grinding too. That shit is tiring as hell too.
Yesterday I got off of work and I called my mom and I specifically said, how have you done this for 30 years? Obviously talking about waking up early every single day, going to a desk job, getting off of work, and then having to come home and make dinner and balance a social life and exercise and do all the things. For context, my mom worked all growing up, like she always had a job. And she said what made it easier is that there was never really an option. Like, mom couldn't just pick up her phone one day when we were kids and start creating content and make a living that way. Whereas nowadays, it seems like there are infinite amount of options to make work not feel like work, like working from home or working hybrid or being a content creator or doing digital marketing. Like, there's just so many options other than a traditional 8-to-5 job. Genuinely something that I wrestle with every single day because I like my job. I love my consistent income, love the benefits, love the people I work with, but at the end of the day, my time is not my own. I am, in every sense of the word, chained to my job. I could not quit tomorrow and be able to pay my bills next month. Like, there's just no way. I think it just makes it so hard to be in our generation and to go to a traditional job when all the people you're seeing online are waking up at 9 a.m., going to Pilates, doing their own thing, and like somehow making an income. It's just hard. Comparison is freaking hard, man.
Only in America do you have to pay a fee to hold your baby after it was just born. Only in America do you work 40 hours and then get asked if you want more hours instead of a raise. Only in America do you get billed for using your own money out of network. Only in America does your landlord raise your rent just because they can. Only in America can you get a 4-year degree and then still just answer phones and qualify for food stamps.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I can do the America shit. I really don't. Like, I just feel like it's just too much. Like, I feel like I don't know. I just got so fucking overstimulated in the grocery store for no reason. And I think the reason is because the work-life balance here is just fucking insane. Everybody can normalize if they want to, but I don't give a fuck. This shit is not normal. It's not normal to work this much. It's not normal to be burnt out. It's not normal to always be tired. And it's just like everything becomes so overstimulated because I feel like we're just so fucking burnt out, overworked all the fucking time. Everything's go, 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 rush, rush, rush. It's just, it's too much. Like, I literally was trying to in the grocery store. I was trying to buy groceries, and I got overstimulated because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are my groceries so expensive? Why am I paying $70 for 3 fucking items? Like, this shit is crazy. And then I'm like, well, damn, I can't even really afford to eat out, because if I eat out, it's not really much that you can eat that don't have poison in it, don't have bugs or some crazy shit in it. And then it's like, if you do cook, which I have to cook because I'm vegan, it's like you feel like you spend all of your time cooking, but it's really not that. It's just that you spend so much time working that every hour that you're not working, it just feels like, you know, I don't know. For me, I feel like I have a countdown almost in my head. Like, when I'm not working, like, as soon as I get off work, I'm like, okay, countdown to, you know, I have to this 25 minutes to get home, 25 minutes to shower. Like, I'm like literally timing out and scheduling out every little single thing in my day. And it's like, okay, we can normalize this productivity, all this stupid shit, but it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's not. This shit is too much. Like, it's too much. I just can't see myself doing this for the rest of my life. I really can't. Everybody else can, I don't give a fuck, but for me, it's not for me. I'm sorry. I should not be this fucking overstimulated over buying groceries. Like, I don't even want to eat anymore. I actually told myself today I'm only eating one fucking meal a day. One good meal a day, that's it. One meal a day and maybe a smoothie, because I can't do the cooking every day and the cleaning up, having to cook, and then doing all of that after working like 9-hour shift and driving 2 hours to get to and from. It's just too much. Spending 2 hours every morning trying to prepare myself for work. Everything just feels like a rush, and there's not enough time for shit, and I'm over it. So I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know.
The burnout in America is unreal. Did you see the headline that said 43% of Americans have used vacation time to just spend the day in bed? They're not using PTO to travel, they're using it to sleep. That's how tired we are. And I can already see the comments now. You guys are getting vacation time? I've heard stories of European coworkers not being able to meet their American coworkers in multinational companies because they don't want the American workers finding out how much vacation time the Europeans get. If people from the States found out how much vacation time you get in Europe, I think there would be some big changes like tomorrow. It is unreal having to live in a place where you have to pick either getting a surgery or putting it off because you don't have the time to take off from work. This can't be healthy. This can't be the right way to live. That's why we're moving to Europe, the land of sunshine and rainbows. I like to say that to rile up my comments. No, we're moving to Portugal, a country within Europe that has its own slew of problems, of course, like anywhere else. But we're escaping the work culture. We're escaping the hustle and bustle and the never being able to take time for yourself. I'm turning 30 soon, and this can't be it. This can't be all there is to life. I refuse to believe it. And even if I fall flat in my face, well, damn it, I'm gonna try. If you find that interesting, stick around. We're moving next year, and we can't be more excited. And in the meantime, to all my American friends, don't be ashamed to take a day off or two. We could all use a break.
You know what? I'm going to break character for this because I am so tired of the American working game. I was born in 1991. I've been working jobs since I was 13 years old. I graduated from college in 2014, and every single job I've had since graduating has been the exact same thing. You start the job. After a year, you get good at it. Then they start loading more duties onto you. They change your job title, usually without a raise. You ask for one. They say no. So you switch jobs. Same story. Again, toxic management, fake family culture, a lot more work for just a little bit more money. I've been working professionally for over 10 years, and every time around the 2-year mark, it's like clockwork. And at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. This doesn't seem personal anymore. This seems systematic. There is something seriously wrong with American work culture. The amount of people that I'm realizing are doing the jobs of 4 people as one person. It's like after the 2008 recession, everything shifted. Wages froze, workloads doubled, and burnout became normal. Then the pandemic hit, and it got even worse. I'm 34. I've got maybe 30 more years of this. When I talk to my boomer parents, they didn't have to live life like this. It seems like you're either unemployed or you're underemployed. Either way, you're miserable. You either can't pay your bills or you can, but you're not okay. How is that life? How is this life? I don't know how to solve this problem. I don't know what happens after this. But I know this can't be it.
Living in America right now feels like a punishment. You wake up already behind, you go to work just to stay broke, and you watch the cost of everything rise while your paycheck doesn't move an inch. Groceries are a luxury. Rent is robbery. Healthcare is a joke. And somehow we're the ones blamed for not budgeting better. People are working 2-3 jobs and still choosing between food or gas. Families are crammed into apartments because buying a house became a fantasy. You can't afford to get sick. You can't afford to rest. You can't afford to exist. But they keep telling us the economy is strong. Strong for who? Because it sure as hell isn't the people doing the work. We're out here treading water while billionaires build rockets, politicians trade stocks, and corporations raise prices just because they can. We were promised opportunity. We got survival. And what makes this worse is watching people blame themselves. Like somehow you failed because you can't afford a 1-bedroom anymore. Like you didn't do enough when the truth is the math just stopped adding up years ago. They told us to work harder, but never told us they'd change the finish line. This isn't a country full of lazy people. It's a country full of exhausted ones. Simple as that.
We're living inside of systems that are designed to dysregulate us. And when you're dysregulated enough for long enough, you forget what you actually care about because your capacity to care is not available. It's not there. It's not online. So how people have been calling all of this, apathy. It's not. It's a form of burnout. It's compassion fatigue. It's caring deeply about things crisis through crisis through crisis with no recovery window. And eventually the brain says, I cannot possibly process this intensity anymore. So it begins to shut down. And that's survival mode. That's not moral failure, but that is the story of what is occurring. And it's not just you, it's millions of people at once. So when individuals are stuck, the collective becomes stuck. Sometimes the most revolutionary thing that you can do is make your bed. Here's why this matters. When you shift your nervous system, it creates a ripple effect. Individual healing contributes to the healing of others. It's not poetic language, it's just how regulation works, how energy works. Small signals of safety. Getting your body back online. Breath, grounding, less doom scrolling, more routine. Not waiting for motivation because action comes first, sadly. What is one tiny choice that you could make today that reflects what you do actually value?
I'm so burnt out from work that even on the weekends, I do not feel like I am resting. And that's the thing. I take vacations. I have weekends off. It's not like I'm working 24 hours a day or anything like that. I have my off time. But it's not a matter of physical exhaustion. It's mental exhaustion. So even if I have time off and I'm just resting, I'm at home or whatever, I still feel like I'm not resting. So does anybody have any ideas for what to do about burnout? Because your girl is so burnt out that she's burnt to a crisp.